Hey and welcome back. I have created a barehand project. As usual, we will dive to the build.gradle files and add our dependencies that we need. So I'll start with adding two dependencies. That one of them is named HashiKit, that is for creating our RTP publisher client, and the other one is Heels that I usually use inside my Android project for dependency injection. And these are the libraries that we are going to use, which are Heels Android plugin and Heels compiler. Also, HashiKit core and compose for the HashiKit preview for the camera. Now, do not forget to add the Heels Android here. Let's move to the module.app. We need to add Heels Android and caps plugin here. Let's scroll bottom and add our HashiKit core, HashiKit compose, Heels Android app, and etc. Now it's time to go to the project level and add the last part here. Now before syncing, we have to go inside our settings of Gradle file, and then we should add the Jetpack here and here. Now let's press sync, and as you can see, the build is totally successful. Now let's do the usual that we always doing for our projects. The first thing is to go to our manifest file and add the permissions that we are going to use for our publisher, YouTube streamer, and add the permissions that I need here, which are camera, foreground camera, record audio, foreground service microphone, foreground service media projection, post notification, of course, and internet access. So let's go and inside our main package, create a util package and add the application class level. I'll name it my application. This is going to extend from application, and I'll annotate it as Heels Android app. Let's also add the name here. Simple as that. Now it's time to go to the main activity and copy and paste our simple UI that we want. We don't want to write so much compose code on this tutorial because this course is not about Jetpack Compose. We won't write compose code anymore. We simply want to copy and paste and then explain what's going on inside our main activity. And also we don't have much a complex UI, so it's better for us to copy and paste our main activity. Since some part of service or repository are missing, I'm going to comment them out for now. Now take a look, what do we have in here? At the start of the app, we are going to have a permission launcher that will ask for camera, record audio, and foreground service. Of course, after Tiramisu Android, we want to have post notification to show the foreground service notification, of course. And then let's create this permission launcher and ask for the permissions. And if it's all granted, then want to start the service. Of course, we use this permission launcher on the start button. So let's go down here. We will have a column that contains an outlined text field, which is our key input. Of course, we will have the hint of please enter a URL before starting. And then we will have three buttons of type start, which will use permission launcher to start the request. The next one is stop button, that stops the button, just like this one. And then the switch button that will switch the camera between front and back. Now, since this one is for my previous project, let's run our new project and see if the UI is set up successfully. Then we can move on to the RTMP client part and start the streaming process. So if I press start, I should be able to see the permissions that we are going to need, the video, audio, and of course the notification. Now we are good to go. Let's move to the next video and start creating our RTMP clients, of course.